Coming up on Mountain News at 6, authorities continue to search for a missing teenager out of Rockcastle County. And police in Pike County discuss a recent roundup that ended in more than 10 arrests connected to drug trafficking.
And after seeing an overall nice weekend and a nice start to the work week, now we are talking about storm chances. Details coming up.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A 13-year-old from Rockcastle County, Winter Wagner, has now been missing for more than a month. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino spoke to law enforcement as the search continues.
13-year-old Winter Wagner was reported missing on October 14th at approximately 6:15 p.m. Wagner was last seen near Wolf Creek Road in Rockcastle County, where she was living with a foster family. While she has run away before, her family believes this time is different.
The one time she did leave before, she stayed in the woods for maybe an hour, and she called a family member to come and get her. She wanted to come home, and that's the difference. She communicated, and with this specific instance, there is no communication whatsoever.
Wagner's family members say there might have been clues as to why she would run away, but the timeline is what's concerning.
There was a text that went out saying she was going to Florida, and it was sent to our cousin, Paisley. But we have no proof that she actually is the one that sent it. She did express some unhappiness from what I've been told. She had apparently mentioned at school that she wanted to leave or, get away from the foster home. But even then, that does not explain disappearing for over a month with zero contact.
Deputies with the Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office say they have been searching and conducting interviews since the day she went missing.
We've done several days of land searches there with drones and people on the ground, working in teams. We've checked caves. They actually rappelled down into caves. It was a very extensive search we done of the area. While
they do not have any leads on her whereabouts, several law enforcement agencies say they are working daily to bring Wagner home safely.
And there really hasn't been a let up, and we don't perceive a let up until we find out from Winter.
In Rockcastle County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
The Sheriff's Office says they've been working daily with Kentucky State Police, U.S. Marshals, and the FBI on the case. If you have any tips on where Winter may be, you can call 606-256-2121. 2 men are facing charges after police say they were trafficking meth in Pike County. It happened yesterday when police were tipped off about meth being sold illegally. While on US 23, Pikeville police later noticed 2 vehicles traveling slowly. After observing the vehicles, they followed them to a gas station. From there, police found a substance appearing to be meth in a vehicle. Jonathan Jones and Andrew Billingsley were taken to the Pike County Detention Center. In Jackson County, a man is facing multiple felony charges after police say he kidnapped a woman. Police say Mark Lawrence Bernardo also tried to impersonate a police officer. Police arrested Bernardo on Saturday at a gas station in McKee. It happened when Bernardo was reportedly sitting in a vehicle near gas pumps. The woman told police she needed power steering fluid. When her husband went in the store, Bernardo sped off with her while still in the vehicle. In Perry County, police say stealing road signs is becoming a bigger issue. The fiscal court posted on social media they've experienced a major increase in road sign thefts throughout several parts of the county. They say as a result, they will increase monitoring in locations where the thefts have happened the most. Tomorrow is a first alert weather day as some strong storms and heavy rain is possible. Meteorologist Eric Dean joins us now with our first look at that forecast. Eric.
All right, Steve, let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? Severe weather potential, or a level 1 out of 5, is on the map. This is a marginal risk for severe weather from Jackson to Monticello. We pull out and take a look at the big picture here. You notice just north of Nashville getting in on that marginal risk near Bowling Green, Louisville, Evansville, and Paducah. Strong wind. Some places could see wind gusts as high as 50 to 60 miles per hour. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility. Even quarter-size hail or maybe a little bit larger in the areas highlighted in blue. Now, there is a very low risk, I mean a very low risk, for some tornadic activity from Wayne County in Kentucky to portions of Pulaski County. And again, this goes north of Nashville over towards Paducah, back towards Evansville, and around the Louisville metro area. Right now, First Alert Live pinpoint Doppler radar showing a clean sweep throughout eastern Kentucky. High pressure is in control. Now, if you have plans, make sure you have the WYMT First Alert weather app on your device to see the latest information for your area, where right now you will get the hour-by-hour forecast. You have clear skies from top to bottom, temperatures in the mid-40s by 8 o'clock, low 40s by the time 1 a.m. rolls around. I'll have your complete First Alert forecast coming up in a few minutes. Steve.
It's Thursday around 10 a.m. Customers at the Hazard Walmart were on lockdown. An incident in the parking lot triggered that. City Police Chief Zach Miller says in the grocery pickup area of the parking lot, Evelyn Nichols was waving around a handgun. Police quickly responded to the incident and arrested Nichols. She was charged with disorderly conduct, wanton endangerment, and terroristic threatening. Chief Miller says it was a priority for police as well as Walmart to keep folks safe.
You know, the end goal of us is to always maintain public safety. So from my point of view, it's a win-win because officers weren't hurt, the suspect wasn't hurt, and nobody within the public was hurt at that point.
Chief Miller says it took officers 9 minutes after receiving the call to arrive at the scene, locate the suspect, and get witness statements. Enforcement officers in Pike County are focused on cleaning up communities, announcing a recent roundup that ended with more than 10 arrests connected to drug trafficking. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has those details.
The Pikeville Police Department is focused on cleaning up the streets, targeting drug traffickers with Operation Inishis Novis.
We are widespread looking at trying to take as many narcotics off the streets. Our officers and our detectives are working tirelessly to try and just make a dent in that.
The department served 11 sealed warrants Friday, sending officers throughout the county as part of the organized effort.
There's a lot of moving parts because obviously Pike County is very large and our resources here are a lot smaller. But what we were able to do is multiple teams going out and trying to locate these individuals.
Officers say the roundup resulted in 11 arrests, some directly tied to the warrants and several connected to other crimes realized during the operation. Public Information Officer Tyson Lockridge says they seized 5 illegal firearms, located and confiscated drug paraphernalia, and successfully recovered a motorcycle, a camper, and a U-Haul trailer that had all been reported stolen.
So the effort is, yes, obviously we're trying to get narcotics, but there's so much more that kind of goes hand in hand with that. And I think that ultimately at the end of the day, we're just trying to make the streets of the Pikeville community safer.
And while he says the day was a success, he wants the public to know the work is not over.
So we're always going to be out there trying to make good cases to be able to take these people and hold them accountable for the sale of narcotics in this area.
In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Lockridge says the success was only possible because of the coordinated effort between those working to serve and protect.
All right, weather headlines for tonight. First of all, storm chances will pick up for the day on Tuesday. Rain chances will continue throughout the week, and then the temperatures are going to continue to go up for now. Details coming up.
And we will hear from some folks who continue to rebuild after a tornado impacted Laurel County 6 months ago.